Hello, welcome to Truth. Welcome to Truth Runs Deep podcast. I'm Terryn,
I'm Kalli.
and we're gonna talk about all things Law and Order, SVU, organized crime. I don't even know anymore. Still don't know these days.
Still don't
Family
know.
settings and more. Well, I did say happy. I was trying to say Happy New Year. Hope you all Happy New Year. Had a Merry Christmas or every holiday you celebrate. Because we haven't seen you all since before Thanksgiving. No, I think we did record in December. Actually, I think we recorded that, but still close enough. Uh, yeah,
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but things are busy. Very busy. So we're just gonna hop into it. Hold on, there's a lot of things going on in this 1 week, but a lot of changes, a lot of things happened the past week. So we're gonna hop straight into the crossover because we thought about recording before the crossover came on and like did a little intro video, but then we didn't. So instead,
In a way, it was kind of good that we didn't because we got more stuff.
Yeah, we got more stuff. We got a lot more stuff and a lot.
Do you want to start with the good or the bad?
Let's go in order that we normally go in. So we'll talk about the stuff there's a couple of things I noted that were happening, and I forgot to label half of them. So I think one of them is Danielle's writing a movie. And I put that in there. I put
you did. Which is super cool.
Yes, it's called Mona. She didn't say when it's coming out, but it is.
I think it's like based on.
Yeah, she's kind of writing it based on kind of like
her life, I think.
Sort of, kind of how like Black girls in the 90s kind of ordeal is what she wants to write about. So I don't know what time it's coming, but it is coming at some point. My headphones are not connected, so I cannot hear through them. It's not the speaker, any headphones. Okay. That I didn't label half of this stuff. Okay, anyway. So the next thing on the list is there was a 25th anniversary party for the mothership last week. It was the weekend, like the Friday before the episode. I think.
Like none of us knew it was happening. So
you don't tell people this kind of stuff. It kind of just you kind of forgot because the mothership took a long break. So like it being season 25 is like, oh yeah, it is 25. Because there was a gap, a very long, like a 10-year gap.
It was really cool though because they had the cast from the original.
Yeah, they did get the
reboot.
Yeah, they did.
Reboot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's considered. I don't know. Who knows what's
continuation?
Yeah.
So they had like everybody there. They had a Patha and some of the people that are currently in FBI were on the.
Yeah, a lot of the Dick Wolf
originally, and Sam Waterston was there.
Yeah, a lot of the Law and Order universe. I mean, if the Dick Wolf universe people kind of just come and celebrate.
You're there. You're literally on just any fucking show afterwards.
Yeah, you're there. They're kind of it's kind of an ordeal here. So yeah, that was good. That was fun.
Yeah. So they had the SVU cast too.
Yes.
Because they were also talking about the crossover, and then of course, in our happiness surprise. Roll was there.
Yes, the king was there.
Yeah,
it was very. We were like, oh, or was I? I think I was driving home. I think I went to church or something. Was driving home. It was on a Wednesday actually, or something, or Tuesday. I don't remember what day it was, but I was driving home from church. And like my phone, I was looking at my phone before I drove off.
And for anyone who was confused why he would be there, before he was on SVU, he was on Law and Order, the mothership, and Law and Order Criminal Intent. So he has reason to be there.
He's on both of them.
He has a reason.
He was on both of them. Peter's on both of them. No, I don't think he was on there. Well, I guess technically now he was on both of them. But
Mariska has been on all of both
of them. Kelly, I think, has been on. Kelly was on a Criminal Intent one too, but I can't remember what it was called. But
they've all been around.
They all have been around. Most of the people who like had one episode on Criminal ended up being full SVU people later. So there was a lot of fun people. Oh, so the thing we wanted to talk about is Rule did an interview. Which he really likes to, how he is. We all know how he is. He likes to stir the pot a little bit.
Exactly. It was like, the word is lost on me, but yeah, that's it. He loves to stir the pot.
They'll be like, so you want to come back? And he'll be like, well, they write me a story. Sure.
Literally. So he wants to come back. He very much does. He's like, they didn't kill me off, so I can come back.
I'm still alive.
Do it, y'all. Bring him back.
he enjoys the drama and he enjoys the angst of like everyone being like, "Oh my god, Vincent and Barbara's relationship is sad." You know,
He
he loves it.
literally said that he loved that it pissed us off.
Yeah, he did. He's like, "Bro, you write me back. You know, how come?"
And then there's one of the interviewers was like, "Do you think they'll make up?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course. That's good television.
Yeah.
Fuck that, just being good television.
It was just ahead, man. We just need to get to work. You know,
we just need it. All of our hearts are still fucking broken."
What he says was when they said, "Where is his head and heart when it comes to Benson?" He said, "I think he adores her. I think he was completely right in that last episode. She has her grudges and she has her sense of what's right and wrong, and so does he. I think that they make a spectacular team. It's one of the best things that happened with that role is two of us, particularly Barbara as Benson, go to sort of revitalize the idea of what show could be and what took each other on." I can't read sometimes. And it was that I was ... I mean, I hope there was more somewhere in there because their fans are dying for it.
Yes, we are.
But honestly, I love the way it ended. I really did. I thought everyone's gonna be so pissed off. This is great. But they're supposed to be squabbling together. And he says, "I know, that's the idea. We're supposed to be in some screwball comedy together." And then they ask him,
love that he knows that there's like fans of that relationship.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I'm aware." And then he said, the interview asked him, "What would you like to see going forward?" He said, "Finding a way to work together again. I think Lord knows what their friendship would reveal. Benson is not a character who has an easy time being happy, and I don't think Barbara does either." Laughs.
Through that. Now let them be happy.
Yes. He also says he would love to work.
Let them realize they need each other to be happy. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. Do I love Olivia being a badass single woman? Yes. But she can also be a badass woman with a lawyer husband.
Yeah, just saying. And then he also says something.
I mean, Amanda is.
Yeah.
It's fucking possible.
He says, speaking of Carisi, he says, "Yeah, that was really fun too, because the Carisi story was all about Barbara just making fun of him every 3 seconds, and then sort of watching Carisi step up into his own strength was very cool. And also bringing Barbara to sort of challenge him was a lot of fun."
Like, it's been a few years. Gracie stepped up. It'd be interesting to see them in a case now. They're both actually like.
Was 22? No, what was it? 23-9? Yeah, 23. They haven't faced each other since 23-9. Oh no, never mind. Right. Season 23's finale. Sorry, if I'm gonna call it Friendly News Bar. So we feel a lot of things have changed and grown with Carisi since then. So
like he has a mentee now.
Yeah, he does. We're talking.
Let's do it, y'all.
Exactly. We gotta
guys. It's right there. Right. Obviously, he's in fucking New York.
He's like, "Bro, please just, just call me up. Somebody write some good stuff.
Obviously, he's in New York. Obviously,
I did not charge my iPad, so we're just gonna hope at the back.
Mariska, you brought Kelly back.
Mariska,
make it happen.
Yeah, I need to open another tab because I forgot to plug in my iPad. Anyway, and I think that's all the announcements parts of it. So the crossover, we have the crossover. So part 1 is the mothership.
Hold on. They did make an announcement that Corey has been up to series regular.
Yes, which is interesting because I thought that wasn't going to happen. Actually, I thought he would have a short arc and be gone. I thought I was really thinking it's gonna be like mid-season and he'd be gone, but
there's like a lot of discourse that people are like, okay, so he's probably, I mean, they do that and they'll probably still be gone after season.
Yeah.
The difference is between this is like Corey is well known in the Broadway community. That is not the first time they've had a Broadway star on the show for a while.
Yeah. Yep.
Like unlike other random people who are only familiar in the Wolf entertainment industry, he's known to other people. He may very well be around for a bit.
Who knows?
Also, you may not like the character, but don't fucking take it out on him.
Yeah, I feel a lot of discourse about unfortunately people forget this is just show business. When characters come and go, it's show business, okay? And they can't ever disclose why. And so we just have to kind of move with the flow. And I think that attachment is over. It causes a lot of issues. Right? The people coming after them. The people coming after them always get a hard time from the audience. And I don't think that's fair to them.
I've seen people that are like, oh, he better not be replacing Kevin. Guys, that's not happening. That's not.
He's fine. He's also a series regular. And
they're fine.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll talk about Bruno later, but still.
So in other words, leave Corey alone.
Yeah, be nice to people. I have another thing to talk about. We'll talk about that later.
As I know him from his Broadway stuff. He's fucking talented.
Yes,
he is. They just need to give him better shit to do on the show.
Yeah,
he's show it.
Yeah.
Which we know is happening because there is an episode that's coming up eventually that has stuff to do about his dad. So we will get to see.
But I gotta hold on. Was that supposed to be redacted now? Hold on.
No,
never mind.
That was not on the redacted.
Never mind. Okay, that's a different one. That's the one that's supposed to be this week. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, is that the one
the one that's this week?
Yes, that would be this week actually. Because
I thought it was the one that was after Henry.
It's okay. So we'll talk about this after we like loop back around. But essentially, guys, the episodes were moved up one because they had to take one out. We'll talk about why later after we like get back around to the trailers. We'll talk about why they had to do it. So we will see. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing we're talking about was Henry, but Henry will be back very soon next week. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about a lot of stuff at the end there, but they essentially have to move up to 2 episodes. So the episode that's next week is this week now. So we have a lot of big Curry and Griffin episode coming this week. But yes. So there's a lot of things going on, and this will be very interesting to see where we're going. So
yes, we get Curry info. We finally have to find out what her son's name is.
Yeah, because
we gave him a name a long time ago, and now we just have to find out if we can keep it.
And probably not. The chances are probably very low. I don't know why, but my brain keeps saying his name's Corey. I do not know why. I made this up in my head. My brain goes, I think his name's Corey. It's probably not.
Like that would make sense.
Exactly. Like, I don't know why my brain is saying his name is Corey, but it's like I think his name's
like Corey Curry. That like kind of makes sense.
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out this week in 2 days, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, literally, we weren't planning on it, but we'll talk about why.
We'll get there later. Yeah, soon.
Okay, so the 2 episodes, they're a crossover. Law and Order is Snowflakes, and then SVU is Purity, but we'll talk about Snowflakes first. So, Snowflakes. So there is this girl. She is walking to the emergency room. She's pretty much hunched over in like stomach pain.
You can visibly tell she's in pain.
Yeah, she's bleeding. It's not good, looking good for her. Yeah.
She doesn't really speak much English, so they have like a translator come in, and
she speaks.
The girl's like, "Are you Russian?" And she's like, "No." She's from Ukraine.
Yes. And then she's gone. Some man walks in, and then she's gone.
Literally, a man walks in, takes her, she's gone.
He claims to be her brother, and then Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia and
they call us you. They call us you.
It's funny that the first people we see on the show for the Law and Order side
is not the Law and Order people.
It's not Law and Order people. It's Olivia and Amanda.
No, it's not. They're in the car. No, never mind. No, we haven't got to the part.
Oh yeah, they're like, but they got a call about it. Then Olivia and Amanda show up at the hospital. And then the girl is gone. So then Riley and Brady are like looking for this girl. Like there's a search party going on for this girl. They find her. They get out of the car. She looks terrified.
Yeah.
Before that, Riley and Brady were talking.
They're having a little funny conversation in the car.
They're having a conversation about like how Riley gets these like he and his wife targeted ads. And one of them was testosterone boosters for men of a certain age.
Yeah, we're like,
he's like, this great. I don't want that.
I don't want to know about that, but sure.
I don't want that either.
But
the dude is not that old. At least I don't think so.
But I mean,
anyway, so they find the girl. They're trying to like calm her down. Her name is Nadia. They're like, Nadia, it's okay. We're the police. We're here to help you. Nadia sees this car driving by.
Yeah.
And then instantly pushes Brady out of the way.
Yeah.
Gunshots occur.
Yeah.
The girl is shot in the head. She's dead.
Yeah. The blood splatters on Brady. She's like
on her neck.
Yeah. It's crazy. And they're like, well, that's how we started off already.
Yeah, like
there's a lot. This is just one of the many twists and turns that occur in this episode. We're just getting started here. It's got a lot going on here.
This woman literally just saved Brady's life, pretty much. They then like go back to the hospital. They go to the precinct to check like security cams and everything.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not like about this is that there was no Violet.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they had a lot of people, so I mean, they had a lot of people.
I mean,
yeah,
but
so they had to
still,
pay.
like Violet's usually the one checking the cameras.
Yeah, but I guess they were like, listen, we already paying a lot of people to go to these 2 episodes, so we gotta pick who we can pick here.
So they find that they do have the like a very clear face of the guy,
which is surprising, early.
which is usually not.
It's a bit surprising that this early,
like, it's actually clear.
We're like, whoa.
They then find the guy's car. Riley and Walker go to like investigate the car. Riley all of a sudden hears hissing.
Yeah.
And then the car explodes.
Yeah. That's the first of many explosions in this one day.
The first
not one day, it's several days, but
They then have Amanda and Olivia at the 2-7, and they're like, okay, what do you guys?
Yeah, what you need? What you got?
They then find out that like the woman was not a victim of sexual assault, but she did just have a baby. Like someone had like roughly pulled a baby out of her with forceps.
Yeah, like
that's why she's still in pain.
Yeah.
So like now they have a baby. Yeah. A missing baby too.
Yeah, we're like yeah, we kind of just we're just getting started. We're literally just getting started. Okay, we're like 10 minutes in here.
This is like when I start coming up with a theory. Yeah. So my current theory at the moment was, so they're using the woman as baby carriers / incubators. Great.
We're getting there. We're like, it gets a bit deeper than that. We're like, we're on the right trail at the beginning, and then we go.
So her full name is Nadia Tetsume. At least I think so. It was. We're just gonna go with Nadia. They then have Olivia and Brady doing an interrogation of somebody who was like driving the car.
Yeah, the car driver. Yeah, that was
driver. And Olivia has her hair out, and it was hot. So.
It always is.
The guy's like, look, I'm nobody. Like, you don't have to talk to me about this. And Olivia goes, oh no. Today you're definitely somebody.
You're somebody. You're a dog. It's really.
And he's like, all I was told to do was pick up Nadia from the airport. And he goes, lady. And then she's like, it's Captain.
It's Captain. Put some respect on her name.
You go, Liv. You go.
Put some respect on her name. Yeah. Okay. So then they do some more investigating. So Bruno and Rollins and Walker and Riley are investigating.
Which is honestly like a pair that I like. Bruno and Rollins is a good pair.
Yeah.
I like. They find out that for some reason Nadia was dropped off in an abandoned power plant.
Yeah, they're at the power plant. We're all like, bro, we had seen an explosion in the trailers, and everyone is like, bro, is this it? Is this the one?
Not yet.
Is this the one?
They literally go in, and the place literally looks like a drug den.
Yeah.
And then they do more investigating, and they find a fucking mini hospital inside.
Yeah, there's like beds, and then there's like baby supplies.
Cots, and it's an incubate. It's crazy.
There's lots of stuff for babies that's like new.
And they're like, oh my God, it's literally a baby factory.
Yeah. So we're like, oh, well, this is just a start with the plot thick.
Baby factory. And then Olivia finds out there was like so they had Mariska and Kelly did this like funny video of like funny things they've had to say in the scripts. Like Amanda was like, I've had to say like rectal pro ejaculation or whatever.
That is I know episode. That is December solstice. I was like, that's December solstice.
Along those lines, I don't remember if I'm saying it right. So and then today, Olivia had to say proboplastic degeneration.
I'd be like, yo, know I can't read. If I pronounce these hard words, I'm gonna be saying them wrong.
And anyway, like, what does that mean?
Big words.
Lots of big words. I'm gonna find out what it means. Give me a second.
Because I literally forgot.
Because I don't remember what it means, but I wrote it down for a reason.
Yeah. But
abnormal growth of trophoblast cells, that the tissue that forms the placenta.
oh, I remember now. Why they always said that word. Because Nadia did not have a baby. Basically, they like something was wrong with the placenta, which is the part that like nourishes the baby. So they just were like, well, we gotta start over. So they like snatch
It was almost like she
stuff
had like, according to this, it's almost like she has like a molar pregnancy, like a benign tumor or something.
Yeah, it's usually not.
Instead of a fetus.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then we do find out that these women are indeed surrogates.
Yeah. Quite loosely surrogates, because there's still a lot going on here. We just got started.
Then they go to the church where like Nadia was a part of, and
they find a prayer card on her. So then
they go to the church where that was found. They find the priest.
This needs to be like this.
And Brady is like, look, I thought this was a church. Like, why is there people living there? Like, I don't know if this is up to like code or whatever. She's pretty much like just trying to get him to talk.
Yeah, and Olivia's looking at her like, what
are you doing?
What are you doing? Because we can't be.
Yeah, then she's like, threats aren't okay.
Yeah, she's like, basically, he's like, I'm gonna report. She's basically like, I'm gonna report you if you don't talk to me. And Olivia's like, whoa.
He's like, threats aren't okay. And Olivia's like, and she's like, I know, but like, this girl literally died for me.
Yeah, we need this. You need to give her to get justice for her.
I feel like I actually have to do. Like, I owe her.
Yeah.
The woman. So we then talk to another woman. Her name is Paulina. They find out that the women were originally told that they would be paid to come here to deliver anchor babies, so that they would become U.S. citizens.
Yes.
They were lied to and locked up.
Which is where we saw the power plant. Yeah, that's what.
And forced to have babies. She is the one who took the car to take Nadia to the hospital.
Yeah.
We then find out that they specifically asked the women if they were Christian. They didn't want Jewish or Muslim women.
Yes, this is very important for later.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
Keep this in mind.
There's 20 of them.
Yes.
Oh my. Yeah. So then they get to like this area in the storage where they literally find massive amounts of liquid nitrogen and frozen embryos.
Yeah, the big tanks,
which are called snowflakes.
Yeah, that's why the episode's called Snowflakes. Because we were like, why is it called Snowflakes? But now we get it now.
They're like, oh my god, like there's like millions of freaking embryos here.
Yes.
So then they try to find the guy who was like in charge of watching all of them, and he's dead. So Olivia is pretty much like, okay, so now we have this operation where it was recruiting Christian women,
yes,
to be vessels for babies, and instead is tricking them into a baby farm.
It literally, yeah. Because the guy they were talking to, they go to his house and he's dead. So,
there were these people that were texting the family. I mean, the Misha dude, the guy that was dead, because he was like, "Give us our damn." They're pretty much like, "Give us our damn baby, or we're coming at you with everything we got."
And then they were like, we got to find out what they're talking about.
So Benson and Brady go to their apartment based on the IP address. Their name is the Valentes. They have a little baby already. They couldn't get pregnant.
Yeah.
So they went to this foundation to get a baby. They have a baby. They wanted another baby.
Yeah.
Apparently found out that their baby was not achieved by retrieved by legal means.
Yeah.
They
were like New York adoption is very expensive, so that was why they were doing this back market stuff here.
They were like, we found a
They
Christian
were
charity.
like $70,000.
They're like, we found a Christian charity that made adoption affordable. They were going to give us another baby, and then we were ghosted.
Yeah.
It is literally black market.
Yeah, so then I go talk to this other guy who's
and they're like, we have to let you know that this is how your kid was found. And then they both got defensive, and they're like,
we need a lawyer. And you're like, sure, yeah.
And so, yes, we do need a lawyer, because then Price and Sam show up.
Yeah, we get Price and Sam and Baxter.
And they're pretty much like, look, we're not trying to take your baby from you. Because the mom is like insistent. She's like, I don't care. This is my child.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, we are not trying to take your baby from you. We just need to know where you got it from.
Yeah. It's like we don't care.
And like Nolan is insistent. Their identities will be kept safe, and no one will tell anyone about their son. So Olivia is like, look, we're just asking you to do the right thing so we can help these other people.
Yeah.
And so the wife, Carrie, does so. She tells that the name of the foundation they had was called Hope Lifts.
Yeah, the most basic charity name like ever, but okay.
And they find out that there's like actually like paper trails. And then Brady was like, a literal paper trail.
No,
literal people. Oh my god. A literal paper
Words are hard. Words are hard. Yes. So then they find out
that their freaking lawyer, or like the guy that bought the baby, is a freaking lawyer.
Yeah.
So they have to go, because they're like, oh, he literally delivered their son to their front door.
Yeah. The Jay just walks up with the like with the baby and the baby.
Great. So they go to talk to him, and they're pretty much like, dude, what up?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's literally just my job. It's fine. So the guy's daughter is with him.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Brady goes alone, which is the first mistake.
Yeah.
And she's pretty much like, oh, do you want me to tell your daughter that you were basically kept women as slaves and
yeah, they're like,
made babies to sell them for a profit?
Yeah, this is very important later, because this is a bit of a
this is important. And so the guy's like, what? No, like he's trying to get his daughter into the car, and then Brady literally pulls her.
Like, let her hear that if you're not ashamed of what you do. You're like, oh.
Yeah,
Brady,
literally
you gotta
tell
calm
her
down.
you're not ashamed. And he's like, fine, I'll talk.
Yeah.
We find out that this charity is run by these people named Sergey and Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
One is a Russian national, and literally the guy who shot Nadia. And then they're like, wait, so this is the guy who literally almost took your eyebrows off with the
the car bomb.
Yep. And then I accidentally got things mixed up. This is when they find the giant cryo bank.
Yeah.
This is when they find, like, because Amanda literally is like, there has got to be hundreds of these embryos.
Yeah.
They then do some more investigating. They find people in the warehouse, and like the women are screaming. The guy is trying to leave. The woman is using a pregnant lady as a shield.
Literally, like, they do not care. There's bullets flying. It's a lot.
Bullets are flying. The guy manages to get the truck out.
Yeah.
Leaving his wife behind.
Yeah.
So they arrest her.
Yeah.
While Bruno and Amanda go after the truck, and of course Amanda freaking shoots him point blank in the head.
Yeah, she did. I watched it again. I have it playing on the TV, so I'm just in case things pop up. I have it on the TV in the background.
Like, literally Amanda. Like, of course she's like,
she's got it.
I forget if it was our thing or the show, but she's pretty much like Annie Oakley, the NYPD.
Yeah. People were, I mean, everyone was like, I'm not everyone, I think we said this, we're like, how like wedding rings look really, really good. Like, there's something about that shot that they have of her, it just looks really good.
Yes. So then they have to pull the truck from the water. The guy
Yeah.
is waterlogged, and
Yeah.
there's literally a bullet hole in his head.
Yeah. So
Like,
then they go, yeah, they
here.
go talk to the lady about the charity.
And they find out that there were literally, like, these people literally signed consent forms for their embryos to be held by the
Yeah.
charity.
Yeah.
And it was done by Hudson Fertility Group. Had all the paperwork.
Yeah.
So this fertility group, they're actually they actually were trying to do good things. Like, they thought that these the embryos they were getting were actually being donated to an actual charity.
Yeah. Because
Like, they
essentially,
wanted these embryos to actually be born and be babies.
yeah, because embryos, you can, because let me explain how this works. Essentially, you can, a lot of people will, when they do IVF, they take a lot of embryos, and sometimes, I mean, they made the first one may stick, and then you don't need the however many you have. So then they don't want them to be destroyed, so they let other people take them instead and and fertilize them, and then they can give birth to them. That's
So
essentially how
then
that
they're
works.
like, holy crap, these people are paying for their own trafficking.
Yes.
Like, the
Yeah.
women who are like having the babies and everything, they literally, oh my lord.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Um,
Oh man, we're almost to the end here. The first part. Okay, so then they have arrested Sarah, and they talk to her, and Olivia thinks that Sarah is the master. Why did the computer blink like that? Has thinks Sarah is the mastermind behind this whole.
yeah,
She's not as innocent as she's saying she is.
she's pretending she's a victim, but it's like, well, the guy's dead and no one cares. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, at this point, I was like, we're missing a lawyer.
Yeah, but like we'll get to Carisi later. Oh, yes,
And
so we're
then you
missing
reminded me
two.
of this too, because I forgot that Cindy was in this
We're
episode
missing
as
some.
well.
The funny thing is that what is
Norma didn't know.
Norma
that
forgot. She was like, "Oh yeah," because I think some people were correct in saying this episode was supposed to appear actually in December. Because what happened? Well, the speculation is NBC wanted December for all their Christmas programming, essentially. So they cut OC back by 2, and then they put the Law and Order and the SVU season finales all in November, like the 17th or something like
Wait,
that. So
they didn't air all the OC episodes?
no, they didn't appear like 6 and 7 or something like that. And then some of the middle ones that didn't matter that much. So they just skipped to 9 and 10 to close it out. So then they did that. So then this episode was supposed to appear in December, but it didn't because NBC wanted so they waited to this week. So there's
And
another.
we'll
So there was
get to
several.
that in the second part, because there's something that they did that it was like it didn't make sense, but it would have made sense if they did it when it originally was supposed to air.
Yes, but yeah.
So yeah, so a fan literally had to tell Norma that, hey, look,
Your
you're on
episode was
TV.
on. She was like, "Oh yeah, it was." So I thought I was already.
Oh right, I'm actually on TV tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So they
then
kind of
they
talk
all
with the lawyer business, you know.
So they're tracked down. They track down to go to this farmhouse, which looks familiar because I was pretty sure it's the same farmhouse they
Probably.
used
Whoever's-
for OC when they were filming that happened to
Probably.
Jamie, and we're not going to talk about it
Yeah,
otherwise.
whoever's letting them borrow their house for this set, I guess, or whatever.
They literally tracked the Ember by the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Bruno kicked in the door.
Yeah, he did.
They literally find this flag, this like red and black flag, in the back, called like representing like vandals, or in German,
Vengeist.
Ghost for
I think it's Vengeist. I think I'm not.
Gaugeust.
Yeah.
And basically, they're willing to die for the cause, which is hate.
Yes, they go into and then they go to the little shed in the back.
And they literally, it's like, holy crap!
There's
guns, bomb factory.
There's guns. There's bomb stuff. It's a lot. They have a lot of guns and
like,
bombs. I'm at this part literally right now. Just I'm like being specific.
So now they're like putting two and two together, and they're like, oh my god, that's why they wanted the Christian woman. White supremacists wanted white babies to produce more white babies.
Literally, this is very important. So then they're talking, they see all this stuff, and then they hear this. Bruno hears this beeping.
He's like, guys,
we gotta go.
Go now, go.
Gotta go.
And they all start running out of the house. And Amanda, literally, people were joking around. And Amanda was like, I'm not fucking staying. She like ran.
She's gone. She's like the first.
She made a beeline. She's like, I'm gone.
Yeah, because her and not Brady, and Riley are like, not Brady.
They all get out.
They're like in the furthest away.
Yeah, Olivia and Bruno are the last two out. All of a sudden, boom!
Yeah, explosion,
and you hear Olivia scream.
Yeah,
like that is.
Yeah, well, I'm at this part, so I'm gonna pause.
You hear Olivia scream, and then all of a sudden, like when all the
smoke clears and she turns over,
you hear her groaning, and then you see Bruno.
Well, she first, yeah. And then she kind of like, and they kind of like turn over, and she looks at her hand, and there's blood all over her hand.
And then she's like, "Where is it?"
It's not me. And she's like, I guess it's like it's not me.
From, and she like turns. She literally stands up, turns over, and Bruno turns over, and there's literally this giant piece of shrapnel, sticking out of Bruno.
Yeah, out of his. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta make sure
and that's how that first part ends.
They also showed a behind the scenes of this, and it was really cool how they, obviously nobody's like there when the explosion happens part, but like how they filmed it and they edited it together, so it's like they're
because they look, and this house is literally gone. Like
nothing is everything.
And so then we have this, and we knew something was going to happen to the Bruno
because Olivia's like she's like she sits up and is like, oh my god, and then she turns over, and then like Bruno, and then she gets up, and then she's like, oh Bruno, oh god. And then,
like you knew something was going to happen to Bruno because they said something in the summary of like Bruno protects his squad.
Yeah, like the shrapnel is not just a small piece; it's like a foot long. Like it's sticking out of.
It is literally sticking out of his body.
It's like sticking out,
like enough where he's like groaning in massive amount of pain.
Yeah, like it's sticking about 6 inches out of him. So it's pretty bad.
This is when Twitter immediately started going crazy, and all fans were like, "Yeah, not Bruno!"
But like literally, like the day before, there was footage of him on set. So I was like, okay.
Everyone knew it was gonna be okay.
It was like, oh my god,
but like everyone was still freaking the fuck out because
everybody loves Bruno. Everybody loves Bruno. Like Bruno.
Like literally, when the show put the clips of this, the caption literally said in all caps, "No, not Bruno."
He's for real, like he's for real, Law and Order, chill.
So then
that's the stop line.
Just starts right away. So the next episode,
because this is just a transition into.
They literally
we also did a title card that was different for the crossover, which you don't see it. You don't see it in the Peacock recording of it, but there is
it's the one they only do for crossovers.
Yeah, the two Law and Order and the Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, so there's that, and the show
it goes straight into the next one. There's no gap.
And Olivia is like putting pressure on the wound, and like Amanda is holding Bruno's hand, and they're all like waiting for the fucking ambulance, and then
hold on, let me grab it up.
Scene is literally Bruno in the ambulance. Wires all over him, like
Peacock really don't have the good seasons no more. What is wrong with them?
Like I don't know. Did they remove the shrapnel?
No, you don't ever take the. You don't ever.
I don't think they removed it. Like it's literally still in his body.
You never take it out.
While they're in the ambulance.
Safety tip, everyone. If there's a
do not remove it.
Don't ever take it out. If someone is stabbed by something, you don't ever take it out because
it makes it worse.
Because you're pulling it out is damaging the wound further, and then you're gonna bleed out. So they're like, don't take it out.
Goes, trying to calm him down, make him feel better, and not freak out. Goes, you just had to be the hero, huh?
Like you just literally like the thing about Bruno is that like he's a very quiet hero. Like he he has his money. He's obviously he just gives money away. It's, he paid for that girl's college and tenfold. He kind of just does stuff. Just being a nice guy. And then
so, like this is like the first big thing that
we're like You know, he had that lawsuit. You know, he won his lawsuit and all that
Yeah,
other
and
stuff.
it
They
was
got to
like,
fire.
and he's like,
Okay.
he's in her medical days. He's like, nah, we were just
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
to the house.
It's
You
still
were
an
too slow.
explosion. Like when they cut it, when they cut the episode, it cuts right. It starts right when they go everybody out again. So like you have to watch it again if you watch it on Peacock back to back.
Right.
Where they cut it at was right
So
before
he's
that
like, I
happened.
tripped because I was like, we were talking about it. We're like, did he do it on purpose or did he trip?
Yeah, I was like because
And I think he said that he tripped just to cover it, but
yeah.
I'm pretty damn sure he did that on purpose.
Yeah, he was like, well, he had to protect her.
And then, Olivia goes, well, aren't I lucky? And he goes, well, at least one of us is. And then he starts crying.
Yeah, we're like, no, we're like, get it there.
And then the paramedic is like, you need to apply pressure, and it's like,
yeah,
why is Olivia the one applying the pressure?
Because they have to resuscitate him. Let's see, they have to shock him because he's not doing good.
They rush to the hospital. They bring him to the hospital. Did they say his age?
They said 40s.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, he says actually part of the line we missed it. He said, I was trying to get past you. I must have just slipped. Is what he says fully.
Yeah,
she said that again.
Dude was trying to be a fucking hero. Yeah. Just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
And so they bring him to the
she calls him by his name. She didn't say Bruno. She started saying Terry.
Yeah, like we're going first name here, y'all. Yeah. Oh. And then the nurse is like, ma'am, he's in good hands. And then it's literally a shot of Olivia going, you got this. Her jaw is quivering.
Yeah, because
you got this. Like, she's very worried about her detective.
Yeah, because
now this is the thing where like we didn't think it made sense at first because we're like, why? But if it had aired back when OC was still airing, it would have made sense.
Yeah, that's why they have to like, I guess, make sure that like really, okay, we gotta be for real about this. This is bold-faced honest. They have to keep doing things to keep OC afloat, but OC is probably already dead. But it's been in production like a year. And most shows who are doing like online exclusive shows have already, back to back.
Yeah. So we have Olivia going, "Hey, Elle," like on the phone, and she's like, "Hey, Elle, it's me." And I literally after that, and I literally typed all caps. We can't get through one fucking crossover.
Yeah. Basically, she only asked to like.
She knew he would be able to find this group.
Because they're organized crime, technically. So.
But then she was like, at the end, she's
hold
like,
on, pause real quick. I'm watching the episode on Peacock, and Corey has a title card now.
Ooh.
Hold on. I'll take a picture of it.
I was like, take the picture.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I'm trying. Okay, hold on. They did an updated group photo, which you can. Hold on, I gotta time it right. Hold on, did I pass? Hold on. Okay, I gotta time it right because they only be there for like 2 seconds. Working on it here. Keep talking.
Okay, yeah. So like she's literally talking to Elliot, like pretty much I need you to find this group, but then she's also like rambling. She's like, yeah, we're not okay.
Yeah.
And like if it aired back in December, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, I mean he wouldn't have been okay. I mean OC, they kind of messed up a lot of things with the timeline of OC. Because we know when OC came on, which was April, because that's when Joe Jr. died, was April. They have it specifically said as April. So them trying to like put it together doesn't work because that was 6 to 8 months ago. But okay.
No, we've ignored like all 3 OC deaths. We've like, nope, Jamie's in witness protection. Joe Jr. is happy with the family, and Sam is happy with his family.
Yeah.
This year. Nobody's dead.
Yeah,
ignoring completely. So then the doctor comes out, and they're like,
Olivia's in. They have her, and she has on and like the NYPD jacket, like because she's changed out of her clothes at this point.
Yeah, they're like, yes, Bruno is okay. The shrapnel hurt his spleen.
Yeah, but your spleen will go back apparently.
Which I forgot was a body part.
Yeah, it helps filter some of your body waste, but it'll grow back eventually.
Yeah,
It
like
just
your
looks
white blood
strange.
cells and shit, but it'll,
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
it'll grow back. It'll be fine.
So and then Amanda's there and she's like, so is he like, we're like out of the woods, right? And she's like, he's gonna need some blood and some rest, but yes, we should be okay. It's like, yay.
Yeah, we're like, woo, okay.
So then they go to talk to Sarah,
Sarah.
the head woman again, and she's like, um, she claimed that this wasn't supposed to be evil, and she's playing the victim, and she's super manipulative, and then like they can literally tell that, oh, she fucking knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So then they Stabler found somebody who knew the group. So they're like, how can we do this that's gonna annoy them in the worst way possible?
Yeah.
And so they sent Sin and Walker to go find him.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna go find the
white supremacist with the black
guys after the white supremacists. Beautiful, love that.
Yeah.
They then find.
Oh, okay. We a little bit. Olivia when they go talk to her. Olivia's mad now. She's like, she's trying to manipulate us now. She's like, I was a prisoner too, and Olivia's like, be for real. Like, now she leans over and is like, she gives a serious face. She leans over. Yeah, it's serious there. Anyway, so then
they find out the name of the guy, like the lead guy, Andrew Wells, card carrying white supremacist. Literally has a fucking card for it.
Yeah, which is a bit crazy. Oh well.
Then we get the lady leader trio, and it was is it Curry, Olivia, and Amanda, or is it Brady?
Yes, that's Curry, that's
Olivia and Amanda. So there's that. And they're like literally going to like arrest the dude, and then Olivia stops and she's like, "No cowboy moves, Griff. Are we clear?"
Yeah, literally, she's like, "Griff."
He's like, "Crystal boss."
Exactly.
No, I won't screw this up.
And like they're like, "Beef, like Griff, please."
So then they go into the guy's house and they're like arresting the guy, and they bring him outside, and all of a sudden, all these neighbors start showing up. And keep in mind, like, they're all like, Curry is literally the only black person there currently.
Oh, literally.
I literally was like, oh my god, lady, run, girl, run.
It's not going well. Please. Literally, they're surrounded by white supremacists. It's crazy. Like, if you pay attention, if you're paying attention to the people, the adults, and pay attention to the adults, and they all have the tattoo of the flag somewhere on them. Like, you're like, you see like one person come out, and you're like, two people come out, you're like, there's kids. There's literally children here, and it's crazy.
There's children here, but they're like, very much holding on to grass through their children.
Yeah, they're probably scared of the black lady, but
no, she would destroy them all.
Literally, but
and then Amanda was like, "Oh well, welcome to the neighborhood, I guess."
Yeah, I guess.
I put a link of something.
It's somebody's tweet, I guess.
Yeah, somebody's tweet. Their name is Beth Holler, and it literally goes, "It's a cul-de-sac cult for real." I was like, okay, that's accurate.
Let's go.
That's a good one.
They find out this group's name.
We don't know their name, but we know they're Aryan Nationalists, the Aryan Nationalists Alliance.
Yes, they're the kind of people who think like, the blonde hair, blue eyed are people are the most superior. Yeah. Also about the scene, they have like all the big heavy duty police, and then like Olivia has on this little NYPD hat with her ponytail. Yeah.
Yes.
They had to put they read the really thick vest on.
They literally read like the SWAT team and shit.
They have the very thick vest on this time, not just the first. They have like very thick vest.
So then there's this interrogation with the guy who they arrested, and they're like, who are we sending in?
Yeah, the lady.
They were smart. They sent in the white Southern woman who everybody thinks is probably going to agree with them, but would rather punch them upside their head. Yeah. And the black sergeant.
Yeah.
I mean, black captain.
Yeah, she's a captain too. Sergeant is sergeant. You
know, the sergeant. Curry is the captain. So, yes, literally their worst enemies.
Yeah.
And so, literally, they're like, oh, so.
Also, we forgot a little bit of the part where, like, the guy's being arrested. His wife comes out right up behind him, and she's also very pregnant. And she starts screaming, and then tries to shove Olivia, and then the police pull her back. And they're on.
Yeah. So they're all crazy. So Amanda and Curry go inside, and they're like, like, they're like, oh, we're Aryan nationalists. And then Amanda's like, I feel like hateful racists would be a better name for it.
Yeah, let's just call it what it is.
Curry goes, or terrorists. Because, yes, it's like, you're bombing shit, you're terrorists.
Literally, like, we're not going to sympathize with them.
And then they claim to be the real America.
Yeah, there are people who think this way, so it's not like they were.
And then
especially the timing of this is crazy because, like,
literally the fact that this is coming out and all this shit is coming out is like, literally, hey,
yeah, like the same week of like January 6th, like, all this information kind of just is very, very realistic.
And then they're like reading, like, he has a bunch of money, and then Curry's like, where'd you get all that money? You're a three-time loser.
Like, jobless three-time loser.
3 times. Yeah. And
you're employed 3-time losers. Ooh, eat them up, Curry.
Amanda puts on a little bit of Southern twang just to really stick it in there.
Yeah, she does. And
then we find out the reason why it's called.
They're like, she's like, prepared for what? And he's like, for war. And she's like, but
yes. Like, we didn't. I don't remember if I think we posted it. We did this thing like back in like for Thanksgiving where we like had Amanda and Sunny talking, and we're like, Amanda's like, look, yes, I'm from the South. We're not all racist.
Yeah.
Because Amanda would, like I said earlier, Amanda would rather punch this guy outside the head than be racist towards Curry.
Yeah, literally. For example. Because there was is that when she says, is that episode? Because there's the episode where it's the beginning part where Amanda just comes back and that guy's talking about Curry being a rat or something, and Amanda's like, no,
shut up.
Anyway, so back to the episode where
so that happens, and this is where
the guy is explaining why
the guy is pretty much like, we want everything to be white.
We want to preserve
pure.
He basically says white people are being a genocide of white people. Essentially, is what he says.
He wants to preserve white people,
and it's crazy because literally 2 days ago, it's 2 days ago in the news, Donald Trump says the same thing. Like 2 days ago in the news. So like,
of course he fucking did.
So like,
yeah.
So literally, they're like, well, white people are being by immigrants are taking their places and all this crazy stuff. What people believe.
And then Amanda says something. And then all of a sudden he looks at Amanda and he goes, shut your whore mouth. And it's like,
yeah.
Dude,
he mentioned something about purity, and that's why the episode was called Purity.
It's like, dude, first off, no. Second, be glad her husband wasn't outside that wall. You'd be dead.
You'd be dead, but he's not here yet. We'll see.
The thing is not here yet.
Yet.
And then, Amanda just like brushes it off. And then Curry goes, how come in law, it's always the weak mouth bitches?
I said, oh, get him. And then Amanda looks at him and says, have fun, and Riker's patriot.
Literally, they're like, we're done here. Bye.
Yeah. So then they all go back to the group.
Weak mouth bitches who bark the loudest.
So get them.
Yes.
Get them.
So then we go back to the group. I really love that. They were like, oh my god, get him, Curry. Yes.
Get him again. Eat him up.
So then we find out that there is literally this whole community in Orange County of these white supremacists.
Literally, which is crazy. We always talk about this is an important point to make here. Just because you live in a blue state does not mean they aren't racist. They are racist everywhere. They just learn how to hide things better or not better, depending on where you live.
Yeah. So then they have this
They kind of grouping up. They're talking.
yeah, and then they find that this rich guy named Joseph Dawson owned all the property, and they test on wealthy embryos to make the smartest, strongest, healthiest babies, and try to edit. Wait, hold on. They go to
They
talk
try to
to,
edit, so they
and
call it.
he literally works in like this embryo thing, and they go to talk to him, and he's like, "Oh, my company, we test on wealthy embryos to make the smartest, strongest, healthiest babies, and try to edit it genes. They call it neo-evolution for super genes."
Yeah. So then Brady later, I don't know if this is Brady goes. So you mean
So
eugenics?
they arrest the guy. They first now they have to start the trial for the lawyer dude who delivered the baby, and the lawyer is Afron Nia Vardalos.
Yes.
She has been on the show before. It's just been a while.
Yeah. Since I checked the other day. I forgot. It's 22. I think I've been 22 or 25, something like that. 25, and then you haven't seen her again since like 14.
Yeah, so they do that, and then they're like, by the way, we're not she motions to suppress Hobbs' confession. And they're like,
Why?
why? And it's literally like Lieutenant Brady literally freaking coerced it and threatened his daughter and shit.
And they were
And
like,
gives it to the judge and Creasy, and
they're like, judges like,
Bryce are sitting there like
dumbfounded, like, bro, what?
She did what?
Yeah.
And so the judge reads it all over, and they try to argue it, and they're like, the judge is like, no.
Yeah,
It's all out.
his bail is reduced to 20K, which is probably easy for him to pay. But also, I learned you don't have to pay the whole amount of be released. You only have to pay like certain percentage of it to be released. So like these high prices are kind of meaningless these days.
So it's like, oh, okay.
Brucey goes, "What the hell?" No price. It's
yeah, goes, what the hell just happened?
Because like their judge is reading out the stuff, and then Price kind of like does that like squint thing he does when he's thinking, like, huh? And then
What the hell just happened?
Carisi's reading it over.
Goes, our case just got torpedoed.
Yeah. Yeah, motion to depress is granted.
They're like pretty much like Tannen is walking free at this point.
Yeah. They do it like they do not, the judge is not letting it
They're like, crap, we need to think of something.
Yeah.
So then Olivia goes to talk to Brady. Brady is upset with herself for letting that happen.
Yeah.
And then Olivia is like trying to reassure her, like basically, well, the woman that we found are alive because of you, because we talked to the guy.
Yeah.
They find out that the woman from earlier, Paulina, she had left, but she is 37 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
So like they need to find her. Then they get a call that Bruno is awake.
Yes.
He's alive.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good, thank God. And Finn and Griffin go see him, and he's grumpy, of course.
Yeah, of course he is. He probably is. Of course he is.
We then find out that the Gene dude, Dawson, he gives money to Hopeless.
Yeah.
And then they go to talk to his assistant who was transporting the embryos, and he talks about, the gene line editing program. And they find out that, he only wanted the white ones and destroyed all the other ones. It's like, great. So he's racist too. So they get a warrant for his genes, and he's freaking out. He's like, why are you taking my embryos? And then Brady is like, well, the good thing is you get to go with them.
Yeah.
And then they arrest him. And so then they get Cindy and Creasy interrogating him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we say the part? I zoned out for a second. You said the part where they like they were only keeping the white embryos. Okay, you said that part. Okay, they literally destroyed the other ones. Yeah. Okay,
I missed the part where it was like, I don't know what it says in regards to who wanted to make it attempted murder? Oh, right. Bruno wanted to add
they wanted
attempted murder
they wanted to add
to the
Bruno's
charges.
charge to because legit he did almost to
I
almost blow
mean,
up them.
fair. He literally did almost die.
I mean, he didn't, but they wanted to add that so that like they would be like, listen, you go to jail for a long time on attempted murder, especially on a police officer, but you know.
So then he is pretty much like
They go talk to his assistant, essentially, this young guy, you know, he spilled the beans to
I
the
already
cops.
did that because
Yeah.
when they arrested him, and
They go
Brady's
talk
like,
to him again. Yeah.
Brady's like, well, good thing is you get to go with him.
Yeah. So then they talked. He's in the interrogation room with
Cindy and Crazy,
yes.
and then he calls them parasites because he's pretty much explains what he's trying to do is good, and he's trying to make healthy babies. And then Olivia and
Price is watching from the window. He's not in the room.
So Olivia and Price are talking.
Yeah.
And it's like illegal in the country, but it's not in New York. And Olivia's like, but who gets to decide where the line is? Like preventing a man like him from playing God. Who gets to decide where that line is?
Because it's like the very thin line between like this and eugenics is illegal. So that's why they're like.
And the thing is, Price is kind of like okay with it because he
kind of talks about like maybe we could prevent the gene that causes
Alzheimer's
and other kind of conditions. But you see, that's an argument made, but it's also an argument against.
Like that's a bit too much.
Yeah, because it also editing genes it kind of makes the argument that like people who do have these conditions aren't worth it. Essentially, it's kind of the back end argument of there's a lot of back and forth about eugenics.
Like there are people who've argued that in regards to like Down syndrome and whatever, and
yeah, like editing their genes out entirely. That's so like it's a lot. So it's an argument that like has been gone on since a long time.
So there's that, and then
Olivia, he says I just see it's complicated. That's all. So then Olivia gets a call from Paulina. She's sitting in the park, but she's in labor.
And it's like, oh my god, now Olivia's gonna have to fucking deliver her baby.
But no, we don't have to do that. Olivia takes off her coat though and puts it over. Yeah. Like you're gonna be okay.
She gets her to the hospital. Thank God, the baby is okay. It's a girl.
Yeah.
And she can't even look at the baby because it's like, well, technically,
is this my baby? Like,
is it my baby? Is it not my baby? Like, it's not.
She doesn't want to grow attached to the baby because Olivia's like kind of over there with the baby, kind of like looking at the baby, you know.
And then this is like when Twitter was like, everybody just freaking give Olivia a daughter, and it's like, yeah.
I mean, we did. We gave her two, but anyway,
we gave her two.
But anyway, there's some funny little beings. But anyway, we'll come back to that later. We'll do work on that at some point.
We gave her two. And then she's like,
you know, my son is adopted. If you feel
adopted, like that's not if like that's a
you want to do, you know,
if you feel like that's the right fit for you.
Yeah.
And then she goes on and she continues and she says, I promise I'm going to do everything I can to punish the woman who put you here.
Yes.
Sarah then testifies in court and basically says that Sergey abused her and
he's gonna kill her. He threatened her. All this stuff.
As much as I don't like saying the term "cries victim," she did because we know that she is not one.
Yeah. Or at least we are pretty certain on. We don't really know if she was lying or not, but we know that's not up for us.
She's just sitting there like,
bro, like we really using this argument here? At this point? We're really using the battered wife syndrome argument. Not battered wife.
After she finishes, I was like, okay, boys, go.
Yeah.
Crazy's like, well, if you were
If it was that bad, why didn't
God,
you
why
tell
didn't
somebody?
you
You knew nationals. You knew all kinds of people who could have got you out of the country if it
tell
was that bad.
anyone? Which is,
Hold
and
on,
I was like,
cancel.
well, that's kind of weird because that's literally like the line that defense attorneys use
Yeah, like the foot.
when the
Yeah,
prosecution didn't say it right away.
yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Sometimes we apparently we gotta do what we gotta do. I guess so,
like, oh, um, and then Creasy accidentally brings up the charity,
Yeah, they were like,
and then
no.
you're just like, no,
And he's like,
no,
no.
not allowed. And he's like, well, shit, he tried. Um, so then, court happens. Price and Carisi are leaving, and they're like, we're screwed. Like,
Yeah,
what are we gonna do? And then this is when Dawson's lawyer shows up, and he's like, I think you guys might need some help. I got some information.
and they're like,
Like, he pretty much has the information that Sarah orchestrated everything. Sarah orchestrated Nadia to be killed. Everything.
yeah,
And they're like, okay, cool. What do we need to do to get that information?
drop all the
Drop
charges.
all the charges and return his embryos.
Yeah, they're like, be for real.
And it's like, fuck, no.
He just need to be let go, but unfortunately,
Like, come on. And you could tell
they didn't want
like,
to.
shit. We don't want to, but we literally don't have another choice, or this woman is going to walk free.
Yeah, so they do.
And so then they have Price, Baxter, Carisi all talking to Olivia, and Olivia's like, you guys can't seriously be considering this.
They're like,
and they're like, we don't want to, but it's literally the only thing we have.
Yeah.
And she's not happy about it, but she knows that's the case too. So, then they go to investigate like where Sarah lived.
Yeah.
And there was bodies.
Literally in a pit.
Upon bodies. Upon bodies.
Yeah. Small bodies, very small bodies that are like baby-sized bodies. It's a lot.
Yeah, literally, it's a lot. And so
they're
then
like,
so they're like, okay, so now Dawson is testifying for them.
Yeah.
And it's basically like Sarah was the brains. And there is literally a pit of bodies. They show
the picture of it on the screen. They're like, literally, it is a pit of bodies. We're finally close to wrap it up on the end, y'all. Know it went by quickly, but it's slowly. But
the defense is like, oh, well,
why should we believe you?
Why should we believe you? Aren't you a white supremacist?
He was like, question my views, question my character. But unlike Sarah Tandem, I am no murderer. So, this is the bar here, but okay.
That's the bar we're doing today. Okay.
If you want to really take an argument, you could say he is because eugenics. But anyway, whatever.
Well, anyway, while it works, Sarah's found guilty of kidnapping and murder.
Yes.
Good. We find out that Paulina kept the baby.
Yeah.
And that her and all the other women are getting citizenship,
which is good
for helping the police and everything.
Yeah.
And she named the baby Darina, which means gift, which is cute. Yeah. And so then we get this scene that kind of sent everybody stir crazy. Sent everybody crazy. And it's Olivia and Bruno talking in her office. And then Curry walks in. And
I know you were going there.
You see Olivia like lift her hand off the back of the couch.
You're like,
but the angle makes it look like she was touching his shoulder.
And we're like, bro, everyone's like, just saying.
And so there are people who do ship Olivia and Bruno.
Yeah, it's all right,
like it's not like
it's probably not happening, but everyone can have their Brunson dreams, okay?
Yeah. The only reason I don't like it is because in that episode where Bruno said that he is a victim of
older woman.
it was an older woman that did it. So like,
do you just
it just feels uneasy, but like also like, and then there's a picture of like Olivia's face and she's just like,
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, girl.
I mean, we all know he is a very nice. He's a nice looking man. He's real funny.
He's charming. We will give him that.
Yeah.
And then Renee walks in. She's like, "Oh my stars! Look who's up and about."
Exactly. Because if you guys pay attention to the title card, it's been like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. It's been a minute. Because like the explosion's like the beginning of December, and this part is catching up to the actual date of like January 7th, 8th, what January 8th. So it's been a minute since he's.
And she goes, "Oh, how are you?" And he goes, "Oh, got this nasty scar. Won't be wearing bikinis for a while."
It's a Bruno. Still got your humor. You have to laugh or you'll cry, because
Yeah. And then Curry's like, "Oh, that's fine. I always expected you as more of a One Piece guy anyway."
Yeah. You're just so funny. So then they're like
talking about the, like Dawson and everything, and they're like, well, are we literally just gonna let him go and keep doing this? And then Olivia's like, I found that karma has a way of getting back at these people.
Yeah.
And so
they transition to like
the guy's signing out of jail. He's getting picked up. Brady's going to pick him up. And he's like, "Oh, are you here to return my my embryos to me, Lieutenant?" And she's like, "No, actually, after hearing what kind of person you are, the donor families have all decided they want their embryos back."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You can't do that. We had a deal." And she's like, "Me? Take it up in court, buddy. Like, it's not me anymore."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he argues like they're his. The donor families signed it off to them, but the donor families were like, "We signed it off to people like that. We thought it was a Christian charity, not a fucking
kind of eugenicist thing going on over
here."
Yeah, eugenic trafficking. A lot of stuff's going on. So the judge was like, "Well,
the judge is like, look, this is complicated. So we're going and like
do what would have happened anyway.
The embryos are going to be destroyed."
Yeah.
And it sucks for the families who actually wanted to do good.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
but in the end,
it keeps them out of the hands of people who want to do bad.
Yeah, at least this dude can't keep doing what he's doing. Yeah. Although he says it's like, we're gonna appeal, and it's just
maybe.
Hey. And then Olivia and Brady are talking at the end, like they kind of did in the last crossover, and they go, yeah, we do the best we can, even when it doesn't feel good enough.
Yeah, because Brady's kind of like, why doesn't it feel like we won?
And Olivia goes, we do the best we can, even when it doesn't feel good enough.
Yeah, and that's how it ends. This is one of the best crossovers, I think. This one was really, really good. It kept you on your toes. It had a lot of good information. It felt like I think it feels like a movie. It felt like a movie. I forgot when somebody said that. I think Reed said that like it felt like an animated movie, and it does.
It did. It was
really, really good. I enjoyed this one a lot. I have no complaints. I think it was really good. Some people wanted a little more court stuff, but I don't really see that would have been beneficial to the episode. But okay, people can make their own arguments. I don't really care.
I said, yeah, that was good. I give it 5 stars.
Yeah, I think this is a 5-star crossover. It's a very good one.
It was very good. Yes,
it kept you on your toes. A lot of story, a lot of stuff going on.
They were right that like Rollins had a big-ish part, and they were right that like everybody was pretty much in equally and everything. So
it did feel like a fair balance between everyone. It felt balance between the shows. This one they've learned, I think, how to do this a bit better than they have done previously.
Okay, now we gotta talk about the elephant in the room.
Let's talk about Law and Order, then talk about.
Oh yeah, they're promised.
Okay, so and then we'll hop into that. Okay, so this week's episode is called 2510 Dream On. Brady's son becomes a prime suspect in a murder investigation, putting a target on her back. Prosecutors prove the defendant's alibi is bogus to make his case. The person actually, if you watch the trailer, because the trailer went by really fast, the person killed is her son's name is Leo. Leo's girlfriend is who has been murdered. So and
it's like, oh shit.
My
son is now getting charged with fucking murder.
Yeah, we know. We look through the pictures that Chief Tynan will be there, because Tynan, she's the police, so she's will be over at Brady too. So it's probably not. Who knows what's gonna be up for Brady, but
yeah. We do know that it's like what was I gonna say? I don't remember if it's this one or her other son that she's estranged to one of them. I don't remember if it's this one or
one of them
not.
is named, I can't remember one of them. I know one of them is named Leo. I don't know if they named the other one. But
And I know she's estranged
this one
to
is
one,
about Leo.
I just don't remember who. So there's that. And it's like, do I follow the law or do I protect my kid?
Yeah, so we're kind of there. So we'll find out. So SCU's episode has changed.
It was like
corrosive.
of like this weird guy like controlling kids or whatever.
There's some college kids in a cult. There's
and they were like
based on
watching a video or something that like made them all very wary, and
part of this actually is true. It was about a cult and a college in New York, and the dad moved it because this is one of the girls' dad, which is what happened in the actual case, and like kind of starts a cult. Yeah. And then because it says an attempt on a respected judge's life is connected to an anonymous video posted on the SVU tip line. Rollins tries to help a victim come to terms with their abuse. That's what,
I was like, well, that's the part that I'm gonna miss of the episode.
Yeah, I feel because there's a part in the documentary. I watched videos about this cult and how like they genuinely, were gaslit into saying nothing happened to them. So like it would have been good. But we are not watching
this. And like Rollins would have helped somebody come to terms, which is like a good thing. We haven't seen her done in a while, but we know she can do it. Problem is the guy who was playing the judge.
Yes, Timothy Bus. We're gonna put it out. Timothy Busfield was playing the judge, but was indicted. Well, not he was indicted. There is a warrant out for his arrest.
Literally, the guy has ran away. There is a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah,
he has been charged with CSA.
Yes, unfortunately, Timothy Busfield is Melissa Gilbert's husband, who is was Laura on Little House on the Prairie a long time ago.
Which fucking sucks in the childhood, but like
he apparently, because I was reading into it, I tried to know because if we're gonna be accurate news, so I tried to like make sure I read about the situation that like these twin boys were CSA happened to buy him on a TV show, and then like another person came forward who was 17. A girl came forward who was 17 and said this happened to her, and then they put out his warrant for his arrest like Friday last week, and he's been on the run ever. So they do not know where he is.
Yeah, so it does suck because like I grew up watching Little House on the Prairie. Terryn did too. You're probably familiar with it. But unfortunately, like as soon as all this stuff came out, she turned off her social media.
Yeah, because like literally like a month or so before, Melissa talked about like how it was very awkward for her to be 15 years old and like because because this is actually true how like Laura was like 15 years old when she got 16 years old when she got married, so she is the age that she was, but Almanzo was older than she is, and Dean Butler was like 21 or 22 or something like that. She was 15. Jays have to kiss him because they were, and then like she's like, I'm so lucky for people who like were watching and protecting me, because if there wasn't, who knows what would have happened. So like because she was talking about that, and then next thing you know, like a month later, we found out her husband.
Yes, so that is why it's getting pulled.
Yeah, so they will not be corrosive. We never see corrosive ever again.
We may never, and this is the second time that an SVU episode has been pulled.
Yeah, there was one in episode season 20. I think they were gonna pull. They pulled it. So
it was about Trump and his shit.
Yeah, and they said we're gonna pull that one. So we'll never. I saw that on the wiki because I was like,
now,
you moved up a week.
Well, now this is the Curry episode. Yeah. And I think is this the Griffin one too?
Yes, these are the same ones. So we don't have a trailer because that was supposed to be next week. But it's
maybe they'll
show
it like tomorrow night or something.
Yeah, hopefully, if not, oh well. Felice ad mortem. We looked up what it meant, but I forgot now. But it says when Curry's son finds a disturbing cassette tape in the thrift store hall, this is a thrifter, I guess. She and Benson must investigate a decades-old missing persons case. Griffin learns a disturbing rumor about his father.
It'll be interesting to see what that is. And then I'm going to look what the thing means.
Yeah, because I literally forgot. I had looked it up a couple days ago, like last week, and then forgot. Because we were like, what does that mean?
It says faithful unto death.
Yes, I think it's police motto or something like that. I think that's why
it is.
Yeah, police mottos. I thought I
It's
remember
the
that part.
official motto of the police department of the city of New York, honoring fallen officers.
Yes. So
So
that
because they
have moved up
moved
this
everything up,
episode
next week,
because
Thursday is Curry Griffin, and then next week is Henry.
Henry Mesner has
is back.
returned.
Career psychopath.
Career psychopath will be.
And they just put out the summary for that, and they said that Olivia convinces an old friend to come out of retirement to help.
Yeah, because hold on, I thought I where did I put it? I thought I had.
So there is speculation of who it could possibly be, and the current things are.
There's so many. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Juan.
People have some opinions on that though.
Yeah, people are like, let's not have it be that.
Yeah, because
he said, I agree.
That
also they didn't have Amaro in the last one. Put him in this one.
We haven't seen Amaro in a minute since the 500. We need him.
He was literally there.
Yeah, he literally was shot by him, but he hit the vest on. This is why
Henry literally shot him. If anybody should be there,
that's what he did. He had his vest on. This is why he wasn't gonna.
Some people even said Barbara, and while I wish it
that
would be Barbara, like he wasn't there for the original thing, so I don't think it will be him.
We do miss him, but we'll hopefully see.
We do miss him, and we hope it will be for something else, but it probably won't be for this episode.
Yeah.
And I say Lindstrom because they did have him come in for
be like, hey, make sure he was competent to stand trial. Yes. They're like, is Henry competent to stand trial? Yes.
No.
That's essentially why he was there.
So it's pretty much like the episode summary is pretty much like Rollins and Carisi are getting their lives threatened.
Yeah. And then because they say something, Peter says something about this, and he says something. He's like, it kind of comes as a shocker at the beginning here. Like the Rollies is having a date night, and then it goes horribly wrong. It's
not good. They're having a date night, and then apparently their lives get threatened somehow. So
yeah, like I really want to know how Henry got out because they were not letting him out. Like he never got the trial yet, but he was not getting out.
Like dude was like on drugs, and if you don't remember the last episode, the last thing Amanda said to Henry was, "If you ever come after Counselor Carisi or my family again,
it'll be your last day on Earth.
It will be the last day on Earth. Your last day on Earth.
I
will kill you myself."
Like we said, well,
girl, you might have
might be the day soon.
And it says that Rollins is going to be trying to protect Carisi, but Carisi is also trying to be like, I don't necessarily want to tell you what to do, but we should also let your squad do the job.
Yeah, because they do the job.
Stay back.
Yeah, because they obviously cannot be a part of it.
But Rollins is gonna want to freaking.
Yeah, I hope we get some. Well, I think Cindy's in this episode again, so it would be fun to see what prosecute Henry. If he's not murdered.
And Rollins Rollins is gonna be like, no, but I want to do it. I want to get him.
It's very much giving this picture from the there's a picture that really gives that energy of like this is one of the behind the scenes pictures, and it's very much giving that like Olivia's probably telling Rollins, you can't be involved, and she's like,
but why not?
So this will be interesting. We started writing a fic about it. We haven't finished it, but we just like to play around and see what our brains come up with, and it'd be a little too unhinged. But it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad.
It was real bad. But anyway, I think we've covered everything. The show will be on break in February because of the Olympics, so there's probably going to be another long 3-week break after, unless they move up another episode to the film the 29th. We probably will maybe only have like 2 more. Then we'll be on a break for a couple weeks, and then we'll be back
the Olympics, which will be fun.
Yeah. Well, so then I think we've covered everything. I think that's all.
I think we actually did it.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm like super distracted. I'm working tonight when I wasn't supposed to be, so I'm like doing all of my daily shit currently.
You're literally playing Animal Crossing.
Nah, Pokemon.
I know. I will. You might have when you have the Nintendo Switch Online app. It tells you what your friends are playing. I didn't look to see if you were playing, but yeah, that's all we got for today.
But yeah, I think that's it, honestly.
Yeah, if anything happens, actually, you'll just have to find out the next time we record. Because, yeah, thanks for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, exactly. You're so loved, and hope you enjoy this episode. And we'll be back next week. Bye. Oh, I forgot that mouse is not on. So
Bye, guys.
Bye.